A very good evening, all of you candidates. Today's guest for the interview is Dr. Radha. Dr. Radha has secured All India rank of 28 in the NEET SS exam for gynecology, oncology, and reproductive medicine. Many congratulations on this, Dr. Radha.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Dr. Radha, this interview is basically to discuss with you your strategy for preparing for the exam. So let's start with your brief introduction, and then let's discuss when exactly you started preparing for NEET SS and how did you go with it. So, Dr. Radha.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I did my UG from Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute, and I did my post-graduation from King George Medical College, Lucknow. And I passed out in 2020, ma'am.
2020 you passed out. So when did you decide that you're going to start preparing for super specialty entrance exams?
In this year, April only, and I joined your course. Before that, I wanted to study, but I didn't know. I was thinking, कितना सारा पढ़ना है, कहाँ से पढ़ना है. So then I got to know about Reproneet coaching, and I joined it, and then I started preparation.
So that is when you started preparing. So after your PG, what were you doing in the last 2 years?
SRship, ma'am, in my college only. KGMC.
You were doing SRship in KGM. Wonderful. So before April, how was your reading like? What all had you read? Had you read textbooks before that?
In my PG time, I had read Williams, Novak, and Spirov.
Okay. So you had a basic reading of those. So did you finish them, or it was just a superficial reading to know about the subject?
Ma'am, all the important topic I had read.
You had read. So that gives you a good base. So you read those things in the post-graduation time. Wonderful. And after you decided in April, so that was a few months, 6 months back, I can say, before the exam. So that was 6 months, 5 months of preparation. Wonderful. So when you decided, what was your approach? What was your main source and what was the approach?
I finished, ma'am, Reproneet coaching only 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
Revised it, and all the articles you mentioned in class, I read those only, nothing else.
So last 5 months, you were only in touch with Reproneet, whatever points were given in Reproneet Learning. Yeah, that's wonderful. Tell me, how much time would you devote to studying in the last 5 months?
5 months, ma'am. In last 1 month, actually, I resigned from my SR course, and
so
then
to prepare.
So I started preparing from April, and in last 1.5 months, I studied for 7 to 8 hours per day.
So last 1.5 months, you studied 7 to 8 hours. And before that, you were working. So maybe 2 hours at the most you could have spared in your day to study. Yes, so that is nice. Any tip you would want to give to the next batch? How to prepare?
Ma'am, just believe yourself, and just trust Reproneet coaching. That's all. I didn't study anything extra. I just studied notes and heard lecture 2 to 3 times, but revision is a must before revision.
So that is what everyone is saying. Most of them did their entire revision from the class notes only, and 2 to 3 revisions. Wonderful. So now tell me, what were your feelings when you saw the paper? Was it difficult for you? Was it a surprise for you to?
Yeah, it was a surprise because I thought most of the questions will be from gynae, onco, and reproductive medicine. So in last 15 days, I read only those topics, gynae, onco, and reproductive medicine. But the question were from ops, clinical questions.
Yes. So what do you think helped in answering those ops questions?
SRship, ma'am, PG times, we should pay attention to the rounds, and
the rounds, whatever
learn whatever case we see, we should learn that.
So these were simple questions based on simple cases.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, simple questions, simple cases, but we miss those points if we are not attentive in the clinics, the hospitals.
Because options are very close, like 48 hours. 7
yes, the options are very close. So what happens is, when you practice in your clinical whatever clinical practice you do, you have to go back and read a little.
Yes, ma'am.
So only, in those clinical rounds, you'll not get, because nobody will tell you it is 24 hours or 48 hours if the options are so close. So to prepare for a super specialty entrance MCQ exam, you have to do specific reading. So whatever you see in the hospitals, it should be backed up with reading, a lot of reading.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? Wonderful, Dr. Radha. anything else that you would want to share regarding your story? Who all helped you in the preparation? Anyone you would want to thank?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to thank my husband, my family, my in-laws, and they have supported me.
So everybody was supportive of you for preparing, and they all are so proud of you now, Dr. Radha.
Yes.
Wonderful. So what would you want to share? What is your interest in, whether it is oncology or reproductive medicine?
Oncology, ma'am.
Oncology, wonderful. So all the best for that. All the best for the counseling whenever that happens.
Thank you,
Find a good institute and stay in touch with me, Dr. Radha.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. And the credit goes to you, ma'am, because initially I was not sure whether to prepare or not, whether to give exam or not. But when I heard 2-3 lectures, they were so good, especially that gynae part, that basic gynae. It was so good. It was well explained that I had read few topics from Spirov, but when you explained it in 1 hour, it was so crisp. So I decided, yes, haan ho jayega. I can complete it in 4 months.
So I feel so lucky. I feel so privileged that you decided, and you it made you believe that you could do it. It was such a, I feel proud of myself that I could make you do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Radha. It was wonderful talking with you, Radha. We will stay in touch after this.